already kind of
Or
yeah,
worse, dating a wrong guy.
Or worse, I've known
yeah,
people that have been together for around 7, 10 years only to break up over that.
yeah. It's like
It's crazy. Yeah, even then, like imagine, I can't imagine like spending years with the wrong person.
yeah. I mean, sometimes you just over the years the love fades away or something,
Yeah.
but most important that the basic values should align, and it has to be clear as soon as the first date or even before, like as soon as the first phone call, that and some people would actually be afraid to talk about it because somehow it's like there is an opinion that you shouldn't even mention this before you actually are in the relationship, that you want kids because the person would be scared away. But I think if the person has the same values as you, they wouldn't be scared away. Like if you mention that ultimately you want, for example, family and kids, it's not doesn't have to be right now, but ultimately that's what I want. And if there is a person out there whom I'm meant to meet, then they wouldn't be scared of it, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. That makes sense, 100%. Like, I think it's possibly a waste of time if you date someone that there's some kind of like negotiable things and some non-negotiable
Yeah.
things that you can have in relationships, like some kind of like core values that if they're not there,
Hmm.
it's too different. Like,
Yeah.
and I've been like in long relationships, so I had one that was 7 and now I'm in one that's 14. So I can
14.
tell you, if the core values, like if the main things that you need to have in common are not there, you will never meet. Like, you will be so, everybody's going to be on their own, that there's never going to be a moment to meet. I, I don't know if that makes sense, but like, when you get into this routine of work and normal life, so there's, where we're not anymore like in the first year of love when you're like constantly in romance. No, like, you work, you have your ambitions, and then there has to be like time for you both to be together. And if there's no glue, you will just split. And the glue is like these basic things, like these main things that are important to you. So like, for example, like, I'm not good for long distance relationships. I can't do them. Like, I need someone to be here for me. Like, if they're not here for me, I need to find other resources. That's just who I am. I need support. Like, so like, if someone is gonna be having like a lot of different interests than me, and we're gonna be spending a lot of time apart, it's not gonna work. It just can't work for me. I'll find someone else. It's just who I am. Like, I can't be alone for too long. Like, I find I'm very good at finding resources for myself. Like, not just love resources, but like whatever. Like, I'm very good with knowing my needs and fulfilling them. And if someone is like away from me like 6 months a year, like, so if I'm gonna have a band, I need to have that guy in the band as well, traveling with me, because it's not gonna work.
Well, I would say I think I could survive 6 months a year and I wouldn't suffer too much. Like I like to be on my own. Yeah.
No. I'm like, if I can't like be moaning about my shit to you every day, we're probably not gonna be able to be together.
Phone. Like I do it at work like 8 hours a day. Like obviously now, because like it's different, because it's a once-off situation that happens and it's fun, But if I would have to just be glued to my phone and be glued to a video every single day, because obviously I have a responsibility towards this person,
Yeah.
I did it once, and it was very bad. I really did not enjoy it, and obviously I broke it off then.
When
I
I was
wasn't
a
able to
kid,
handle it. Like, fair play to people that handle it, really.
when I was a kid, I used to follow my mom around, even to the toilet, telling her I love her. And I still have this kind of personality, so I'll have to like, I literally have to manage myself, or else I'll be doing that to people. Like texting someone that I love them every day, it's just not the same
Yeah.
thing. I'd be like, hello, what are you doing? I love you.
This is cute.
I
Look,
know, I'm
you
sometimes
know,
cute.
it's different from like one message or, just a message or just something quick, but like, having to be glued to like a video for, I think that's like I mean, a lot of people do it. For example, they're in bed and they're like video chatting for hours. Like, first of all, I don't want the phone near me when I'm like, I want to fall asleep. I turn it off, I put it away, and I don't want like any. Like, obviously, sometimes I would have insomnia and I would scroll, like when you go
Yeah.
scrolling social media,
Oh
and you're
God.
like, you can't sleep. But like, when my intention is to sleep or to at least try and get a good night's sleep, like, electronics are not going anywhere near me. I will be
Yeah.
that crazy person that puts on airplane mode, you know, and puts the phone away.
That's a great idea. Yeah.
There's-
I should start doing this actually because like the last thing I see before I go to sleep is my phone, and first thing I see when I wake
Yeah,
up is
yeah.
again my phone. Like I want to change this habit. I just don't know how.
I think there's those type of clocks. Actually, my partner got such a clock as well. It's one of those like old school ones that they have a very annoying ringtone, to wake you up, basically.
Yeah.
But there's other things that, but the- it's not like the nice phone, like dee, 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 dee. It's like the
It's
like
like, "Durr."
very bad one. Yeah. But I think you can maybe get some with nice music. I've seen some on Amazon because I was looking at that myself because I'm
Some
like,
kind of baby
there's
clock
no,
would be great for me.
yeah, because like there's no way like I'm going to sleep with this thing in my face and I'm waking up first thing I have to turn off my alarm. We're such slaves to that,
Yeah.
I'm awful with technology because like I do a lot of like managing a lot of social media even for the
Yeah,
band,
yeah.
and then I'm always feeling like if I'm not there, if there's a gig offering or something, like I'm gonna miss it, and I'm pretty much like the one that does all this for the band, so I'm like shit. But I literally like I just need to like manage the time, like have the time on social media, but like sometimes like I'm not even doing anything. I'm really not doing anything. I'm just like, and then I'm look at this food from I don't know, like I'm never gonna eat this. Or like, oh look, this guy, he's like making, I don't know, a shelf or something. I was like,
Or the
God,
most,
Anna.
yeah, and you get the worst thing of all is like I'm slave to that as well. Like I get sucked into these like reels, and it's crazy. Like the other day, I caught
TikTok is the
myself
worst.
an hour. My arm was like like atrophied, like
Dead.
this holding this phone. Like it's so bad.
So who has the funny stories from dating apps? I have one. I only have one that I remember. There was this guy on the app that I obviously didn't swipe. It said like the first drink is of me. It is on me if you're drinking water.
What the fuck?
Wow.
expect
Someone to actually go on a date with you.
Yeah, I don't understand this thing like the first drink is on me. Like, does it mean that the second drink is on me then? Like, I want you to pay. Like,
I am very old fashioned with these things. If you're not
Yeah.
paying for everything on the first date, you're not gonna see me again.
yeah,
It's
would
just
be. Yeah, it's like for me, it's the matter of what does the guy pursue actually. If I'm okay to pay for myself, if we both understand that this isn't going anywhere, like I would even be more comfortable with that.
yes.
Because yeah, in this case, like we don't owe each other anything, but like I would say, like, how would I be? I wouldn't expect anyone to pay for me. I would want it because otherwise, if there is some sort of awkwardness and hesitation, like, of course, I would offer to split. And
Of course. Yeah.
yeah, but if the guy agrees, this will be definitely a turn off for me. Like, if we split the bill, it means we shake hands and go home, like, in a
Bye
very
bye.
friendly, yeah, like, stay friendly. That's it. I know that this may not be everyone's cup of tea. I understand like the rationale behind like guys saying, "Oh, we have to be like equal partners." And I know couples who like very successfully built the relationship, even though like they would pay, uh, they would split every little bill. Like this is just what the guy prefers, and the girl will just play along with it. Otherwise, they have like a beautiful, loving relationship, but it's just not for me. And I believe I shouldn't even, I don't even have to explain myself because this is just the way I work. Like,
If this is our first date, like if you're paying for something for me, you are showing me that you're interested in actually investing in me, right? It's more like of an energy, right? So you want to invest into relationship with me. Like,
yeah,
and then later, like if we do have a relationship, I have nothing against splitting everything in half. Like, and I would probably insist on it. It's like I'm not gonna let guy pay for everything. Like, I mean, or
if,
you're gonna take me out on a dinner, and I'll take you out on a dinner. Like
and like yeah, for me it would be like I wouldn't mind splitting bills for the household or for like any big expenses. Like I'm an actually generous person. Like I can buy
same.
an expensive present for like a boyfriend or whoever is close to me, and I can make a dinner. I can make some surprise. But if it comes to going out, like for me, it's just my thing. Like if I go out with a man, I feel awkward just taking my wallet out and doing this. Okay, like let's split this number. Like I just want the man to grab the bill like before it even touches the table, and that's the only way. But that really works for me. Like.
Yeah, yeah. No, it's showing kind of. I don't know. Like I like the strong masculine energy. Like in a way, like not toxic masculinity, but like this strong nurturing masculine energy.
Yeah.
It's like if a guy opens the door for me, if he opens I'm like I'm not gonna argue with that. Please do open the door for me.
Yeah.
It's like that's actually attractive. That gets my engines going. But if he's like, oh, shall we split this? I'm like,
Just
see, even when
instantly
like when
dry
you play
in the
Sims
desert.
and you open the fridge and there's nothing in the fridge because you have no money, and the fridge goes wow wow wow. I have this
Yeah,
sound
yeah.
in my head.
No, I think if and and that really reminds me, I have a friend, she's 40 and she's been trying this like dating in Germany, which is it, you've probably heard of stereotypes of how Germans are.
No, I actually don't know.
I I know some German people like they are weird in the sense like but what is the what that
So
stereotype is?
basically like all of the dating revolves around no one actually wants to go grab a coffee because she wants to go and grab a coffee, or a drink. One, not two. We're not talking about like just one. And they all like they all just want to go for a walk or they
Mhm.
want to go hike, which I think
Okay.
it's weird because like you would want to just sit,
Mhm.
and we were discussing, me and her, like why are they doing this?
I
Like,
am
Mhm.
not going
and
on a hike with a guy I don't know. He may kill me in the
yeah, but
forest.
it's probably because and every time she tried to suggest, okay, let's maybe go to a cafe, it's nearby, like, oh, and they're like, no, 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 I would rather prefer a walk around the cafe, but not sit in the cafe because I think that like they don't even like to feel the responsibility or even like a €5 coffee, and that is bad. I'm sorry, that
Yeah.
is
Oh my
bad,
god. No, I'm not walking with a
horrible.
guy I'm meeting for the first time. He may walk me into a strange street and steal my kidneys. I am not walking with anyone I don't know. Like we're meeting in a public place in front of tons of people,
Yeah, yeah.
in the place of my choosing as well, because I don't know if you're a weirdo. Like,
No, if you're in Germany, you're gonna be invited for a walk
no.
or a hike. It's like
No.
no way. I'm sorry. Like even let's leave the like expenses aside, but like walking with a stranger, that no, I'm sorry. I could be murdered.
I don't know you.
know?
I can't walk with you. I don't know you.
Yeah, no way. But that only shows you if someone, if someone creates an issue even over like a five, let's say, okay, an espresso is maybe like 2-3 euros. If someone makes an issue over that, you can only imagine what an issue is gonna be later on. Like when big things come in life, when kids come, when it's a thing to look out for. And I don't want to be picky. I don't want to nitpick at everything because maybe like, but I think it's a big deal. I wouldn't let it pass for sure.
Some guys are just very practical. Before they know that they like you, they wouldn't, let's say, put them
Invest in you.
at risk of paying this €5 for nothing. Like, so yeah, it
It's
is
a
how it
strange
is.
world. It's a strange world.
I had an experience once where I was on a date and we had a coffee and basically the guy was like putting up the cents, the coins, and like 10 cents, 20 cents, and he kept going. And then at one point I was like, you know what? I can't look at this. I'm gonna pay. Please let me pay because I can't do this right now. And he's like, no. You pay yours and I'll pay it with my cents.
Oh my God.
And I was like, dude, like I literally have 10 euros. Like it's okay. I'll pay for it. And he's
It's
like,
good that he didn't offer you to give you the cents to you and you pay.
okay,
You
at
get a
least he
jar.
was like, at least he was chivalrous enough to like cover his 10 cents one by one. And he was doing this.
I am terrified.
And even the waiter was like, what's going on?
Oh wow.
I don't know. I was just even like, please, this is torturing me. Like, can you, okay, at that stage, I was like, you know what? I'll just pay and I'll get out of here. I don't mind. I don't care. It's only 10 euros. Come on. Like, I'm not gonna die over it, But no,
Thankfully, it's not.
it was
They're
really-
not all like that. It's like,
No,
yeah,
no.
I think there was just an extreme case. I guess.
No,
because,
women are
most
weird
of
as
them,
well. I
had
dated
good experiences,
I dated some women as well, and they were freaking weird. I went on a date with this girl in Belfast, and she was late an hour and a half.
An hour and a half.
did you wait for her all this 1.5 hours?
I went for coffee, and then she just found me later because I was like, I'm already here, so what am I gonna do with my life? I'm just gonna go and grab myself a coffee.
Did you
Yeah.
travel?
And she was like, I am so sorry. Like, I rarely drive and I couldn't find the parking. She was driving around Belfast for an hour and a half. I was like, I'm not from here either. Like, I drove myself fine. Oh my God. I was like, seriously, an hour and a half you're late. And I'm like, I was like, and my attitude was already like, I'm not talking to you. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, we've just seen each other once and we've never seen each other again. Like
Of course.
God.
An hour and a half. I'm surprised you still stayed in that place.
No, I just I went to go shopping and stuff. So I was waiting for like 40 minutes and I was like texting her like, are you coming? I was like, is this a catfish? Have I been catfished? And she's like, no, I'm coming. And I'm like, it's like, you know what? Like, I'm grabbing myself coffee. It was early morning. We were supposed to meet like at 10 a.m. or something.
Wow.
And I went for coffee and then she found me there. She was like, you see, I'm a real person. And then
It's good
she
to know.
at the end of the date, she couldn't remember where she parked. And like, I had to get her back to her car. And I was like, this is not gonna work. It's like, I can't be taking care of you. I'm sorry. It's like, I know I have strong
Wow.
masculine energy, but no, I'm not good with this. Like, I'm actually really girly in relationships. So,
I wouldn't believe, like, I actually heard so many, like, horror stories from women that dated women that described, like, women being so much worse on first dates. Like, and I, because I always think, like, I always come on time on my dates. you know,
Same. I
and
come
like I
early.
try
I'm an
to,
idiot.
it's like at least I try to like pretend that I'm taking my wallet out, you know? Like at least I'm like not being completely like, you know, like at least I'm trying, you know?
Yeah, like I want to try this thing like to actually when the bill is on the table, what if I just ask what do you want to do about it? Like no dancing around with pretending to take out my wallet, like just to let him decide.
What are you gonna do about that bill?
It's like,
Yeah.
okay, what do you want?
Like
Yeah.
Choose.
John.
How do we do
John.
that?
John, what are you gonna do about
John?
this? Yeah.
Oh, poor John.
Poor John. My God. No, no, like honestly, like with a lot of like I didn't go on a lot of dates with girls, but like most of them were failures, and 90% of them represented themselves as totally different characters than what they were. So like they would be like I remember this one girl, she's like, I'm very dominant personality. I'm like dominant in bed as well. I was like, okay. I met her and I was like, she was the most submissive person I've ever met in my life. She couldn't make a single decision. Like she'd be like, I don't know what I want to drink. I'm not sure. And I was like, wait, like I was like, are you? And I think she wasn't even aware of herself. So that was the problem. Like it's not like she was representing herself like wrongly. It's just she had this idea of herself that was completely different than what she was like, what her energy was.
Yeah, it's
It's a
like
mismatch, like.
yeah, it's always this problem with online dating. Like people build up some kind of image, and we build up some kind of image in our heads of that person, which may have nothing to do with reality. So that's why the sooner the date takes place, the better. Because if we just keep texting and fantasizing about each other, it can be like can be quite a
Yeah.
disappointment. Like,
Uh, Talking about the subject of Irish men, they terrify me, absolutely.
do
They
they?
are like, they are like, they don't know how to approach you, so they just unleash themselves on you, and you're like, what the hell just happened? It's like it comes from like a normal behavior, like friendship, to like a complete like blowout of everything in your face, and you're like, wait, what just happened? It's like I had so many like occasions where a person would talk with me normally and then would just send me their naked photo in the next one, and I'm like, I'm sorry, what was this?
And it's like a conversation completely like, and it's completely unexpected. Lots of times that you're just like having a, like, you know, how is your day? What's going on? Like, tell me something about your day. Suddenly you get,
Absolutely terrifying the way they
thanks.
flirt.
Well, like at least most of the people I've been talking with, they would ask for us, like, do you want to see a picture of my dick by any chance? Like,
At least they would ask, you know, they were nice,
No,
you know, at least.
don't
I'm
want
like,
to
thanks for
see.
asking. Like,
Oh God. No, 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 no. No, like even if we're like together for 15 years, do not send me photos of your personal equipment.
I don't understand, like, in what universe people think that this is completely acceptable. I guess maybe they're having lots of this kind of conversations for them to think it's normal to just unload the most awkward thing in your DM. I don't know.
Did you notice like the other thing also? It's like you're talking with a guy and he's like, "Oh, here's my photo from the gym." And I'm like, okay. I mean, like, I guess it's fine for you to send me the photo from the gym. It's like, but I don't know what you want me to say. I'm like, oh, cool, you're ripped. Like, it means nothing to me. It's like, it's not even I'm like giving you a compliment because I have to say something. Like, but I don't care about your gym photo. Like, I don't care about, like, this, I, it's, I don't know. I think I think men just don't know what we're looking for. So because they're so visual, they think we're looking for the same thing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
You
we're so
know?
visual as well.
But
You know.
I am looking for a sporty guy. I wouldn't mind a gym photo, like with
really,
all other qualities that they should possess. Like I would prefer the sporty guy. So yeah, okay, gym photos are okay.
I never,
mean,
I
it's,
never
it's
dated anyone who's into sports.
me neither.
No.
Was all yeah. I mean, like obviously you don't mind someone sporting, someone fit and looks after themselves, but
We
I
just
don't
never
know.
matched.
Just yeah. We
Yeah.
just never had anything in common. You know,
Yeah.
they like talk about shaking gains in gym and this kind of exercise, and I'm here like, well, I do yoga. You know,
I'm a bit lazy.
I like to sleep. I need like 3 coffees to wake up in the morning.
There was this guy. He made a post recently. He said like, I'm. It's like most of the guys are looking for girls just to like be romantic with them. But listen to me. This is a better idea. We can go to gym together. We can get ripped. We can travel together. We can do this. And I'm like, wait. Now, do not put responsibilities on me before we even started dating. I cannot commit to all of that you're offering. Like, can we
Or
just?
they have like these big lists. Well, women have them as well, don't get me wrong. But
Yeah, no, women have loads of lists. That is true.
too.
It's not a male thing,
But
really.
it's not just a list of things, it's like a list of responsibilities. It's like, whoa.
Be sexually available. I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm like,
I
mate.
sent you that, remember? Yeah.
I can't. I don't know if I'm available for myself most of the time, not for you. Like because like my head is like a mush, so I can't promise you nothing. Like I can promise to love you. That's all you're getting.
I can promise to like be available as a person, you know, emotionally, like to
Yeah.
be available, like just the assumption that someone has to be available for that all the time. It's not very, it doesn't feel very consensual to me
No.
because it's only like can I make myself available, or that do I have to be available for you only for your pleasure, you know? That's
Yeah.
something.
No. Red flag.
Red flag, yeah.
It's like, yeah, no. It's a strange world. It's like I think people are getting very frustrated about like dating because there's so many times that you can go on date and just like not match properly, and then you get frustrated, and then you're like, no, I'm looking for this and that, and then which is good to know, don't get me wrong, but like sometimes like you can't just meet someone and throw that on them immediately. It's like people are gonna run away screaming. Like if sexual connection is something that is important for you, you can state it that way.
Yeah.
Not say like I want someone to be sexually available 24/7. It's like sorry. So what, should I call sick to work if you need me? Like
Yeah, it's like to deal with all this frustration, like the only way is to like hand it over to the higher power and actually not try to control all this because
Yeah.
like I would have fallen in this trap. Like the more I get frustrated, the more I try. Like I try harder and harder. Like I would doom scroll these dating apps and say yes to every date that is offered to me, and it only leads to more frustration. Like so uh, there should be something in our lives, like in my life, that occupies me, no matter if I have a boyfriend or not, if I go on a date tomorrow or not. Like I should be fine either way. Otherwise, it's just yeah, it's such emotional trap. Like you just concentrate on one thing which you cannot control whatsoever, and that's it. Like the only thing you can control is your own life, and whoever passes you by is just like a yeah, it's like a chance, that it's a luck problem. Like yeah, I would say it's a miracle to meet someone who you click with. So no
It
matter
is.
how it ends, like
It's so rare. Like, my Reiki healer, she once told me that there was a woman that had a whole like a big list of what she wants, and then she kind of told me like what's happening to people wanting projects? Because I mean we're talking about a human being, not a project. And obviously it's nice to know what you want. Like you need to have things in common and interests in common. But it's like at the end of the day, as you said, you just put it in the hands of the universe. Because at the end of the day, sometimes what our best match is maybe someone that we never thought we would be part of our life. It's crazy how things like that happen very often. It may be someone that like you never thought would, would fit that like soulmate type, I suppose. So it's always good to be ready for that, in every shape or form it may come.
I always remember that meme. It's like there is this kind of metalhead guy and this girl, and she's like a normal girl, and then she's like, the second photo is like, I really hate that t-shirt, change that. So he wears like a white t-shirt. He's like, I hate your haircut, change that. And he, cuts off his hair. And the fourth photo is like, I really hate your shoes, change that. And he changes that as well. And in the last photo, she's like, you're not the man I fell in love with.
No
I
shit.
know.
It's like, well, you changed him. Like, there's the trap of the project person. It's like, I'm gonna meet this person. I'm gonna fix him so he fits me better. Like it's like growing together. It's a great thing, but like fixing someone.
Yeah, like growing together should happen naturally, not because I decided to grow a person out of this, like, I don't know, whatever.
Yeah, that's a trap I used to fall in because I fix people around me. I'm a fixer. And just like letting someone go and being like, okay, I see he has this and this and this trauma, but I'm not gonna push him to fix it. I'm gonna be like, okay, here's my insight. I see this and that, and you just do whatever the hell you want with it. Like, I'm gonna love you if you fix it or if you don't. Like, I'll still be here for you. Like, and but my urge is like, I need to fix it.
I know,
Because
yeah.
I do that with myself. Like if I notice some kind of shit in me, I'm like, I need to fix this. Like I need to find ways to adjust this. Like because
Yeah.
I'm into self-development, but maybe my partner is not that much, and I need to respect
And
that.
it's and it's good if they follow that, maybe slowly but surely, but they follow that self-development. The problem is that I've came across many times is where I'm trying to like better someone, like really not change, it's different, just better, like just so they can be self-aware of certain patterns and behaviors. And then it would be so much worse because no matter how much I would talk and take my time and like explain and like if you just did this and I try to like give constructive kind of like ways that they can see it, and then you actually kind of realize you're in a relationship with like a rock.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like
It's
it mostly
and
like,
it
yeah.
doesn't work. Just
Yeah, we are taught that we have to convey our feelings and let guys know what we want, but I
yeah.
feel like most of the time it comes across as controlling. Like it's not like it's not received well. Like it's okay to explain how you feel, but like to tell the guy, "Oh, I want this and that." No, you did this, but you should have been doing this different way. Yeah, I used to do this like when I learned at least how to actually express what I want, because in my first relationship I wouldn't be even able to tell what I want because I was so afraid of losing him that I would just enable whatever shit was coming my way. But uh, then I figured it's not working and I started practicing actually expressing myself, what I want. And also it turned out that I'm not doing it right. Like, yeah, sometimes it's just easier to, not easier, but the right thing is to walk away from the relationship or take space from the situation that doesn't serve you. Doesn't have to be like smashing doors and saying goodbye forever, like just taking a bit of space. But this is like a quality that I still have to develop in myself, like how to chill, like just to chill and just not to take myself and the other person too seriously.
Yeah, no, I'm similar. I struggle to have fun. Like for me, everything is like, how can we better ourselves? That's fun. How can we involve? And like, and people are like, can we just chill and have coffee and not talk about self-development. Like, can we just talk about shit? And I'm like, oof. Ooh. Yeah, I'm like, I'm gonna try. Yeah, because like everything in my mind is always constantly like, I don't know, maybe I'm that kind of a person, you know, I'm just like curious, but like not curious around like, I don't know, you know, I love movies and TV shows, that's as far as I go with fun, but yeah, I'm not like small talk person. It's just no. Let's like investigate our soul's desires is more like a fun subject for me. And I was always like that. Like, you know, when I was a kid, I was like, who invented, like, who created humans? And like, my mom was like, God. I'm like, who's God? What is he doing? Why is this here? It's like, why is it? My mom was like, stop! You're giving me a headache. She's like, my mom was like, you can't think like that. You're gonna get a headache.
Oh my god.
And I was like, what? Like, what headache? Like, give me
Interesting.
more. Yeah, no, I was always too serious. I was like a serious kid. So.
Same.
And I just
yeah.
accepted myself this way. It's like, it's actually, I'm having tons of fun talking about serious stuff. It's so much fun. It's like, I was talking with a friend today, and he just started therapies, and he's like, you know, he's like, it's so depressed. He's like, there's so much I need to work with. And I'm like, it's exciting times. You're gonna
can
discover so
imagine.
much. Like, imagine next time you go in therapy and you feel better. Like, it's exciting. He's like, this is awful. This is shit. And I'm like, all this, like, oh my God, you're gonna discover so much. You're on a roller coaster of your self-discovery. And like, I know that's not everybody's cup of tea. Like, a normal guy would dump me immediately. He'd be like, this girl is too much. And I've been told I'm too much so many times. And I know I'm a handful. But that's okay.
Yeah.
I love problem solving. Like for me, I mean, it's for me the best thing is to find ways because I always have many ways of solving a problem. It's never one way. It's like if this way doesn't work, the next one will, or the one after. And I make like 5 different plans where I lose myself in all of these plans. But it's like it's so exciting, especially anything like anything to for like self betterment. You know, if someone points out something to me and says, "Oh, no, you've been saying this, you've been doing this," I'm like, "Oh, like, oh, really? Oh my God, this is so cool. Did I really do that?" Like, you know, because you're not always self-aware that, like, you're not always super aware of everything you say or you do. So for me, like, super exciting. I was like, "Oh, do I really do that? Like, did I really say that?"
You
It's
have a
like, oh my
problem.
God, wow.
That's amazing. Let's find a solution now together.
Yeah, it's like,
Do you know
okay.
Till Swan? You know, when she's
Yeah,
like, when someone
yeah.
gives her a problem and she's like, and that's me. Like, I'm like, ooh, let's find a solution.
Funnily enough, I like when it comes to astrology, I think Till Swan has a stellium in Gemini, and you're very air dominant. So they always like they always especially when they're presented with a very good argument. They always like they will chuckle because they already know what they're gonna say, and it happens really quickly, you know. So it's very
I
very
already,
common
like,
for them.
before you asked me a question, I probably thought about that 2-3 hours
Yeah,
ago,
yeah.
and I found you a solution for it. That was so nerve-wracking about my family, because like my family is like in a state of absolute no movement, like stagnation, and I am like, I want to move things, and then it was constant like
Yeah.
resistance and me like, you know, hitting the wall, and I had to move away because like I was like, I'm never gonna get the energy moving in this place, no way.
No.
Even if it was like 3 of me would probably be enough to get the energy moving, but not in one. Like, one is not enough. God, we
I,
talked so much,
It's almost
but I
like
really
it's almost
enjoyed
2
this.
hours. It's crazy. I was just like, there's so many things that we could still say,
I know.
Yes.
and I'm thinking like it's been almost 2 hours, and there's still like so many subjects that are coming into my mind like that I actually want to discuss. You know,
We need to
Yeah,
meet
me too.
again.
definitely,
Absolutely, I'd love
definitely.
to.
That was so good. Like, I think we went through all the things on the list